Love Hurts.
Swallow that.
Ki Hui Kwan.
Ki Hee Kwan.
Ki Hee Kwan.
Short round.
Action. It's an action comedy. A movie that kind of has all it is action. Really, the only good thing about it is it's the action sequences. It's a first-time director.
And
And
it's
the-
fine.
And the
It's
story.
a fine movie. It's a fine movie. There's
The
no
action
chemistry.
sequences are fine.
The action sequences are okay. It's a simple story. It's like John Wick light.
it reminded me a lot of The Big Hit.
Okay.
Kind of
Kind of colorful. Kind of.
reminded-
It,
No, it reminded me of a Jackie Chan movie. Like the
yeah,
story.
like
aren't-
Mr. Nice Guy, like
I
those
wonder
kinds
why.
of movies.
No, because even the action
That's-
kind of
Had some decent comedy in it. You can tell this was directed by like a first time director. 100% you can tell it was directed. It was directed number one, yeah, by a stunt guy. You can
Mhm.
tell because they took a lot of care and love into the action sequences.
both him and Ki Hee Kwan, because Ki Hee Kwan has a background in stunt work.
yeah. No, 100%. But yeah, there's a lot of care in the action sequences of the movie. I think there's a big fault in here with the main love interests, the chemistry between Ki Hee Kwan and Ariana DeBose. I can't.
No.
Like I said, I just couldn't believe that she would have been
Why?
interested in him
Why
at
not?
all. I just didn't feel the chemistry at all
Bro,
in the
girls
between them.
love bad boys. He was a bad boy before.
Yeah, but I just
Hey,
you just
hey,
didn't-
hey,
in the
no,
movie
man.
it didn't in the
No, you're
movie I
right.
didn't feel the chemistry
It
between them
didn't
at all.
show that they had a chemistry.
Nah.
She didn't seem like she was interested. She was more interested in the revenge part, or getting even, or getting out. So it's just that's what she was more interested in. And then when he finally like confessed at the end, spoiler, then she was like, "Say it with your chest," Then that's it.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it's a
thought it was the opposite. I thought they had good chemistry, even when they kissed. I thought the chemistry.
Yeah, I
was-
didn't
that felt
I didn't
forced.
believe it at all. I didn't
That
believe
felt
that at
forced.
all
It's like-
either.
Nah,
It's like when Ricky Martin kisses a woman. It felt
Look, when
forced.
you're when you're an actor, like you have to be able to portray like good chemistry. I just like you have to have good chemistry with people, and I don't think that they had good chemistry. I think they worked well together in the movie.
No, okay,
They
that
just
kiss
didn't have
reminded
good
me of
chemistry.
when Lisa Marie Presley and Michael Jackson kissed.
But I mean, it's a simple movie. You have a hit. Now, I mean, a hired gun or an enforcer. He wants to
BT
leave.
Dubs, that mustache was horrible.
An enforcer wants to leave the life. So in order for him to leave the life, he makes a deal that he's gonna take the life of this woman that he's in love with. That's the agreement he makes with his brother. He takes it, but instead of taking her life, he lets her live by telling her she needs to leave and disappear. That's the agreement. That's the agreement that he made, and then that way he could live his life and start over, and be who he wants to be, and he becomes the man he wants to be, a better man, a nicer man, somebody better. Gets taught by Sean Astin, right? You got a mini Goonies reunion in this movie too.
By
right?
the way, sorry, but who hasn't wanted to put a Boba straw through his eye? I've wanted to do it for years.
Since 50 First Dates?
Oh, that just made it worse.
Yeah,
I want to do it while wearing a fishnet shirt.
In Stranger Things?
No, it's since Encino Man.
Wow.
Boba straw, blam! Like
You
you
have so much hatred. You have so
well
much hatred.
deserved.
He's been carrying that
deserved.
around for years, apparently decades.
Yeah,
but I think I think overall, I think the action, like this movie, the action sequences, like I said, were good. The comedy in it sometimes landed. There's that weird and love that relationship that builds between his assistant and the other assassin, the Raven that comes in, right? There's that relationship that builds.
Bro,
due to the poetry.
I like the knives in his boot.
Yeah, that whole thing. And then I don't know much about Marshawn. Is Marshawn Lynch, right? I don't
Yeah.
know much about him, but I saw the name in the title. It says Marshawn Beast Mode
Beast
Lynch,
Mode.
and then when he said Beast Mode in the movie, I'm like, oh, he said Beast Mode, and it made me laugh out loud because I'm like, why you just yelled Beast Mode randomly in the movie, and it made
That
me
was his
laugh.
nickname in the NFL.
Yeah,
Uh,
they called him
I
Beast
would,
Mode.
I would guess so, but
He has an NFL ring.
But it was. I thought he did a really good job with the action sequences they gave him too. Like,
Bro,
like
the pickup from the
Both of
floor,
them.
like the fireman's carry.
yeah,
Nice. Was that Josh
those
Barnett?
were well.
Was that Josh Barnett with him?
Otis? No. I forgot his name, but it's not.
But I think all the action sequences in the movie were good from the first action,
Oh.
because the movie just really does pick up, and it's not a long movie. This is a short
What is it, like
movie
an
that
hour
just
20?
picks about it's
Something like that,
about
yeah.
that, because it picks up and it just goes from like, hey, it starts, and then as soon as it starts, there's action happening. Then from action to action to action to action, there's not much. There's little pieces of story that get told in the middle, and then there's a lot of narrative, like narration told either from Marvin's point of view or from Rose's point of view.
Yeah, different
There's like
narratives.
different inner monologues told. There's a lot of that stuff. But again, my problem is by the end of the movie, I just didn't believe that like him and Rose were a
another
match
one.
at all.
Another one. One of the Property Brothers takes it in the head. I'm just saying, should have happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was unexpected.
Yeah,
Plus,
but don't let them get started, because then next thing you know, you're gonna be seeing another action movie. No, we don't want to do that. No, those.
no, but that was played for laughs. But no, but also
now if his
this
twin
whole
came back at the end as a post credit, been dope.
But this whole thing too, the whole relationship between Marvin and Rose, it was very one-sided. The whole reason she came back was to get her life back, and she didn't come back for Marvin. If you watch the movie, she didn't come back for him. She came back for selfish reasons. She wanted her life back, and she also wanted the money. She didn't want Marvin. She wanted her life and the money back.
Well, because they framed her.
Yeah,
Right. But Marvin wasn't even part of the plan.
Yeah, but see, the reason she didn't show interest is because she was there for revenge. She wanted to take taken care of. And the second he confessed, he said, "Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't think she didn't even
But
think that. Hey, you
but-
let me go because you love me, not because you
But what is
believe
it?
me."
But what is it that she did throughout this whole movie? She pushed him to become the man that he did not want to be again.
Because
she
she
pushed
knows
him-
he's a killer.
Yeah, but he did not want. That's
I don't
that's the
believe
problem.
it.
With, that was my problem with. That was a big problem with this movie, is that he no longer wanted to be that man. He didn't want to kill anymore. He didn't want to do any of that stuff. But because of her, because of everything, she pushed him back to having to kill and having to do all that stuff. Yes, he did it because he needed to defend her and everything. But still, selfish reasons was the reasons why.
But he was living a lie. Just because he didn't want to be that. He was that person. And she comes back and she makes him bring that man back out, but that man becomes a nicer guy. I mean, he now he uses his powers for good instead of evil. You know
No,
what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
I guess,
Power
but it's
of the
like
kung fu.
I get the
Yeah.
height the whole point is the hiding ain't living. But even though he hid, he became a nicer person. He became the person he wanted to be. Yes, he hid, but he was happier. He was happier doing the things that he wanted, selling houses, doing real estate, whatever,
Which,
all that
by the
stuff.
way-
he had a better set of friends. You know, he had Sean Astin, he had the cowboy, which, by the way, really like didn't hit him as hard as I thought it would have hit him. Like when he saw that his brother had like took him out, like with the cowboy hat.
I
Spoilers.
mean, but how many
Right.
deaths has he had already seen in his life?
But this one was like closer to him, because it was like, even said like, he's like a brother to me. He was like my brother. I'm the only brother he has. Right.
The
You know-
boba coming out of the straw.
That was gross.
Chef's
That was
kiss.
gross,
It was
but-
awesome.
But like I said, and the action sequences were good. I'm not gonna lie that the action sequences were really well done. I enjoyed it. That's what I think this director.
The fact that he fought back like he had rust in his fighting skills.
Yeah,
Like, his
that's
fight-
the thing. Yeah, from the very
And he was
beginning,
getting his ass
didn't.
beat the whole time, which was
Mhm.
great I like the different camera views of like inside the fridge, inside the guy's mouth, uh, the inside the microwave, like the little transitions here and there. I like that. It
I'm
was
telling
it
you,
was a nice, but
it
it
was
felt like this.
very Jackie Chan.
It
It
felt
is,
like this
yeah.
movie was made for 3D
It didn't John
because
Wick
everything
it
kept
where
coming at the camera a lot.
you know, like in John Wick, even though once he came back, he was John Wick again. And he was able to just kill everyone. He wasn't taking. He was still
Mhm.
taking damage, but he was still going at 100%, murking people. Here in this, and like you said in this movie, when he was like from when he started the fighting, he's like they even laughed at him like this was the scariest dude ever and all that
Mhm.
stuff. He
What's
had to
that,
get
partner?
back. Stella had to get her groove back, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Which so I like I said, I did enjoy this movie. I think for me the thing that was the biggest problem was the chemistry between Ariana DeBose and Ki Hee Kwan, right?
Michael Jackson Quan. That's what his
Yeah, right. The just between them two, for me, I just didn't feel that they had the chemistry. I didn't believe it. Like it just didn't work for me. It didn't work for me, that chemistry. But the rest of the movie worked. And plus, she didn't even do much in the movie other than
Well,
like it would have been good if she was doing
her little action scenes weren't that great, but they also relied on a lot of gun with her. With the
stun gun.
yeah, and
They gave her
it's-
more stun gun stuff.
yeah, but it was based on a hand grip, point shoot.
Mhm.
With Kihi, he had to do a lot of hand work, a lot of knife work, so it's a lot movements, which looked much nicer. Problem is, I didn't care.
But I will say, Ki Hee Kwan seems like a very, very nice man. Like no matter what, like in any movie you see, his voice just sounds so calm and sweet, and he just seems like a nice dude.
Is that
Like-
his actual voice?
Yeah, no,
No. Because some people like they play a persona. They try
he still sounds the same as he sounded like when he was a little kid. His voice never changed, and he just sounds like soft spoken. He just sounds like a cool dude. That's why this movie for me was kind of weird to see him talking so hi guys, and then all of a sudden like smoking dudes like with kung fu and like punches and stabbing dudes and I had forgotten that this movie was even rated R. I
Was it?
forgot. I thought I was like it was
For
PG
what?
13. I thought it was PG 13, and then when I go in there, it's rated R for the obviously there's f bombs and then there's
The
blood.
violence. Yeah.
There's violence and f bombs, which I think worked for this movie. It didn't. I had a good time with the movie, but I won't say it was. It did like you said. It reminded me very much of like
Other
late
movies.
'90s Jackie Chan movies like that.
Very transporting.
Harmless action comedies. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like if we can get like I would say like, hey, if Kihi kept going in this realm, I would see him be like, hey, he can be like another type of Jackie Chan, right? He can start making
He's-
movies like that.
At the age he is, he might be more of a Liam Neeson at some point. Jackie Chan. I mean, look at Jackie Chan. Made it big in the U.S. in his 50s.
At his age, at the age of at the age
Yeah.
Ki-hee Kwan is. So I would say Ki could probably
Hey,
do it.
Stallone kept trying to push him out into the U.S., but nobody would take him.
Who?
So
Stallone,
Wait, which one?
we put Jackie Chan.
Kiki or Jackie? Okay,
Jackie Chan. Yeah.
Jackie Chan.
Mr. Chan.
You saw the documentary.
It's been a while. I haven't watched a lot. I watched too much stuff.
Jackie Chan.
Everything is jumbled in my brain.
But I will say that this movie does look really nice. It looks clean. It's a very good looking movie, and yeah, it is. Again, it's the group of people that do. It's all the stuntman crew, right? It's all the people that do these. It's all the stuntmen that want to become directors and make movies. So it's all these guys.
Hey,
So they
blame
have
the
the
tall
they have
guy.
an eye for they have action. They have the eye for action sequences. They have an eye for that. We just need to find more people like David Leake, right? Or like the guy who did the John Wick movies that have the eye for action, but know how to make a well-rounded story. This story was kind of thin. That's the one thing that this movie is kind of it is thin. But if you can find a good balance, I think Ki-hee can make another action movie in the vein like something like this, and it would be. I think it would
It'd
do
be-
really really well.
Be very veiny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really recommend this movie. I didn't think it was bad at all. I mean,
Or-
yeah, like you said, the script is thin, but it doesn't matter. The
But it's
action,
enjoyable.
the action makes
streamer,
up
though.
for it.
It's a streamer.
He makes up. No, not even a
No.
stream. This is a movie theater movie.
Like it. I mean, yes, the chemistry is bad, but there are love themes. There is other relationships in there, not just romantical. There's the brother bond between
Mhm.
between Sean Astin and Kihi. There's the other relationship between the Raven.
You mean Bucho?
It's just there is that good. This is a good Valentine's Day weekend movie to go see. If you don't want to go see a slasher movie, you can go see this action comedy movie. I think this is definitely a good movie to go check out. There's good options out there this coming weekend for Valentine's Day to go check out.
Sure, I guess.
If you guys saw Love Hurts, let us know what you guys think. Did you guys watch it? Did you guys enjoy it? Did you guys hate it? Do you guys agree? Well, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And on that note, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Anna.
We'll see you guys next time.
Hey, you guys.